Hello, and welcome. I'm reminded how meaningful it is that you chose to be here tonight. If you're listening to this right now, it probably means your mind has been busy, maybe too busy to let you rest. Overthinking has a way of becoming louder when the world gets quiet. During the day, distractions help. Responsibilities keep you moving. Conversations, work, noise, all of it keeps your thoughts occupied. But at night, when everything slows down, your mind sometimes does the opposite. It speeds up. You might find yourself replaying conversations, thinking about what you said, what you should have said, or what might happen tomorrow. You may be explaining things in your head that no one is asking you to explain. You may be preparing for problems that haven't even happened. And even though you know it's exhausting, the thoughts keep coming, one after another, like waves that don't seem to stop. Sometimes overthinking isn't even about one thing. It's just a constant background noise, a restless energy that doesn't let your mind switch off. And when sleep doesn't come, frustration builds. You start worrying about not sleeping, which makes sleep feel even further away. So before we go any deeper tonight, I want you to hear this very clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. Your mind is not broken. Overthinking is not a flaw. It's a pattern, a habit your mind learned while trying to protect you. It tries to stay alert, tries to predict, tries to control, because on some level, it believes that thinking more will keep you safe. But tonight, you don't need protection from your thoughts. Tonight is a space for rest, a space where you don't need to solve anything. You don't need answers. You don't need clarity. You don't need closure. You don't need to fix your past. And you don't need to control your future. Right now, nothing is being asked of you. No one needs anything from you. There are no decisions you must make in this moment. This time is only for you to soften, to slow down, and to rest your mind. Allow your body to settle wherever you are lying. Let your head rest comfortably. Relax your shoulders. Let your arms fall naturally by your side or wherever they feel most at ease. Let your legs sink into the surface beneath you. There is no perfect position, only the one that feels most supportive for you. As you begin to settle, imagine placing everything you carried today down beside you. Remember the effort you gave, the energy you spent, the emotional weight you held. You don't need to carry any of that into sleep. It can wait. Everything can wait. Give yourself permission to pause, permission to stop rehearsing tomorrow, permission to stop replaying yesterday, permission to stop analyzing every detail. You have done enough thinking for one day. And as you listen to my voice, let it become something you don't need to concentrate on, just a gentle presence beside you. You don't need to follow every word perfectly, even if your mind drifts, even if thoughts come and go. You can still rest. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Right now, in this very moment, you are safe. Nothing is chasing you. Nothing is demanding your attention. Nothing needs immediate action. The night is simply holding you quietly, patiently, allowing you to slow down. So let the outside world begin to fade into the background. Let the noise of the day grow distant. Let the mental tension begin to loosen. And gently, without force, begin bringing your awareness to your breath. Because from here, we'll start slowing everything down together. And as you continue resting here, gently following the rhythm of your breath, you may begin noticing something subtle happening inside your body, even if you're not trying to make anything happen. Because your breath is deeply connected to your nervous system, the system that controls stress, relaxation, alertness, and sleep. When your breathing is fast and shallow, your body reads it as a signal that something is wrong, that you need to stay alert, that you need to keep thinking, solving, preparing. But when your breathing slows down, when it deepens naturally, your body receives a completely different message, a message of safety. So every slow inhale you take right now, and every long, soft exhale you release, is quietly telling your nervous system that it can relax, that it can step out of survival mode and move into rest. You don't have to force this shift. It happens automatically because your body is designed to respond to breath. As you inhale slowly, your lungs expand, and your vagus nerve, a calming nerve that runs through your body, begins activating gently. This nerve plays a major role in slowing your heart rate, lowering blood pressure, and preparing your body for sleep. So without effort, your heart begins beating a little slower. Your muscles receive a signal to release. Your mind starts losing the urgency it held earlier. Breathing in calm, your system resets. Breathing out tension, your system softens. And as this rhythm continues, your brain chemistry even begins to shift. Stress hormones like cortisol slowly reduce, while calming neurotransmitters begin increasing, helping your mind feel safer, quieter, less reactive. You may not feel these changes instantly, but they are happening quietly, steadily, beneath your awareness, just because you are breathing slowly. So allow your next inhale to be deep but gentle, filling your lungs comfortably, not straining, just expanding naturally. And as you exhale, let the breath leave slowly, as if your body is sighing out the weight of the day. Imagine that with every exhale, you are releasing stored mental energy, the leftover momentum of overthinking, dissolving outward into the stillness around you. Breathing in, your body receives oxygen that nourishes your brain, helping it slow its electrical activity. And as brain waves begin shifting from active beta waves into slower alpha and theta rhythms, your mind naturally moves closer to sleep. You don't have to understand brain waves deeply. Only know that slow breathing guides your mind toward quieter mental states, where thoughts loosen and rest becomes easier. Now imagine your breath like gentle ocean waves again, rising slowly with every inhale, falling softly with every exhale. Ocean waves follow gravitational rhythms, lunar cycles, ancient patterns of rise and fall, and your breathing mirrors that same ancient rhythm inside your body. As you breathe in, imagine the wave lifting tension out of your chest. As you breathe out, imagine it carrying that tension away into the vast ocean, dissolving it completely. Your body responds to imagery as if it were real, so even imagining release creates real relaxation signals in your muscles. Notice now how your shoulders feel, perhaps slightly heavier, less engaged. Notice your jaw unclenching without you trying. Notice your forehead smoothing, the tiny muscles around your eyes letting go. This is your parasympathetic nervous system activating, the branch responsible for healing, digestion, restoration, and sleep. Slow breathing is like flipping a biological switch, moving you from alertness into recovery, breathing in safety, breathing out survival mode. Breathing in restoration, breathing out mental strain. Imagine now that the air you inhale carries a soft darkness, the peaceful stillness of night, cool, quiet, undisturbed. And as you exhale, cloudy thoughts leave your body, dissolving into that darkness where they lose their shape. Your mind doesn't need to hold onto every thought, especially not at night, when the brain is meant to repair, reorganize, and reset itself through sleep cycles. Deep breathing helps initiate that transition, guiding the brain away from problem solving and toward restoration. Picture again the small candle glowing beside you, its flame steady. Your slow breathing protects that flame, keeps it calm, and your mind begins reflecting that same steadiness. No sudden spikes, no racing surges, only a gentle, even rhythm. Inhale, exhale, rise, fall. Bring awareness again to your body, the rise of your chest, the expansion of your ribs, the soft stretch, and release. Feel how your body sinks deeper into the surface beneath you, supported fully, no effort required. With every exhale, imagine turning down the volume of your thoughts, like lowering a dial slowly. Neuroscience shows that slow breathing reduces activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center, which is responsible for anxious thinking and hyper alertness. So every breath you take now is literally calming the part of your brain that fuels overthinking. Breathing in quiet, breathing out mental noise. Breathing in stillness, breathing out worry. Your breath becomes slower now without trying, deeper without effort, smoother without control. Your body is remembering what natural rest feels like. You may even notice small pauses between breaths, peaceful gaps where nothing happens. And in those gaps, your mind experiences brief silence, glimpses of sleep drawing closer. Stay with that rhythm, allowing each breath to guide you further away from thought and deeper into calm biological rest. Your heart slower, your muscles softer, your brain quieter. all through the simple act of breathing slowly. And as this calm breathing continues, your entire system prepares for the deeper mental release that will follow. Thoughts loosening further, awareness softening, sleep approaching naturally, effortlessly, in its own perfect time. As your breathing continues to slow, you may begin noticing the space opening inside your mind, a quietness that wasn't there earlier. Thoughts may still appear, but they don't feel as sharp, not as urgent, not as heavy. Overthinking often feels powerful at night because when the world goes silent, your inner world becomes louder. The brain, especially the thinking part called the prefrontal cortex, tries to process unfinished emotions, unresolved conversations, imagined futures. It believes that thinking more will create control, that analyzing everything will create safety. But the truth is, the brain was never designed to solve life at midnight. Night is meant for restoration, not problem solving. So if your mind has been replaying conversations, imagining outcomes, predicting problems, it's not because you're weak. It's because your mind has been trying to protect you all day, and it simply hasn't learned how to switch off yet. Tonight, we gently teach it that it can. You don't need to finish every thought before sleeping. You don't need closure on every memory. You don't need certainty about tomorrow. Right now, nothing requires resolution. Imagine placing all your thoughts into a box beside your bed. Every worry, every plan, every what if. Gently setting them down. You're not throwing them away. You're only setting them aside until morning, when your rested mind can hold them better. Because sleep changes how the brain processes emotion. During deep sleep, the emotional centers of the brain reset. Stress hormones lower, memories reorganize, intensity softens. So resting is not avoidance, it's repair. If your mind brings up something heavy, acknowledge it softly and let it float past, like a cloud crossing the night sky. You don't need to follow it. You don't need to argue with it. You don't need to solve it. Thoughts lose power when they are not fed attention. And as you continue breathing slowly, the stream of thoughts begins thinning, slowing, spacing out. You may notice longer gaps between them now, moments where nothing appears, where your mind simply rests. Those gaps are the doorway to sleep. Let yourself sink into them without trying to hold them, without analyzing them. You are allowed to stop thinking now. Allowed to stop preparing. Allowed to stop carrying the weight of everything alone. Tonight, your only responsibility is rest. And as your mind softens, we now allow the body to follow, releasing the physical tension that often holds thoughts in place. Bring your awareness gently to your forehead, noticing if there is any tightness there. Without forcing, allow the muscles to smooth, soften, widen. Relax the space between your eyebrows, letting it open gently like a calm night sky. Allow your eyes to rest heavily in their sockets, not focusing, not moving, simply resting. Relax your cheeks, your jaw, letting your teeth part slightly if they need to, releasing the habit of clenching. Let relaxation flow down into your neck, softening the muscles that carry the weight of the day, releasing the effort of holding your head upright for hours. Now your shoulders, often one of the heaviest places in the body. Imagine them melting downward, sinking into the bed, no longer needing to hold responsibility, no longer needing to stay tense. Let that heaviness travel down your arms, into your elbows, your wrists, your hands, all the way to your fingertips. Your hands soften, fingers unclench, resting naturally. Bring awareness to your chest, rising and falling slowly with breath. Your heart beating calmly, steadily, supported by the slower rhythm you've created. Allow your stomach to soften, releasing any tightness, letting your breath move freely without restriction. Now your lower back, hips, pelvis, the deep structural center of your body, allowing gravity to hold you completely. Let relaxation flow down your thighs, releasing the large muscles that carried you all day. Your knees soften, calves loosen, ankles release. And finally, your feet, heavy, warm, relaxed, toes resting without effort. Your entire body now lying still, supported, safe, heavy in the most comforting way. When the body releases tension, it sends signals back to the brain that it is safe to sleep. Physical relaxation reduces neural firing in stress circuits, helping the mind quiet even further. So your body now becomes an ally in your rest, not just your breath, but every muscle supporting sleep. Slash, and as both your mind and body soften together, you begin entering that gentle space between wakefulness and sleep, where thoughts fade and awareness floats. If your mind tries to speak again, reassure it gently. You are safe. You did enough today. You carried what you could. The rest can wait. There is nothing chasing you tonight. Nothing demanding answers. Nothing requiring effort. You are allowed to rest fully, without guilt, without pressure, without urgency. Imagine now that you are floating in a calm, dark sky, weightless, supported, held by the quiet of the night. Your thoughts like distant stars, far away, no longer loud, no longer close. Your breathing slow. Steady, automatic. Sleep is not something you need to force. It is something that arrives when the body feels safe enough. And you are creating that safety now, breath by breath, muscle by muscle, thought by thought. You may notice your awareness fading slightly, drifting, like a boat moving across still water. If you lose track of my voice, that's okay. If you drift in and out, that's okay. If sleep takes you completely, That's perfect. Let yourself sink deeper, heavier, calmer. Your mind quiet. Your body still. Your breath slow. And as you continue drifting, sleep comes closer, wrapping around you gently, carrying you into deep rest, where healing begins, where thoughts reset, where your entire system restores itself naturally. Tonight, you don't need to do anything more. Just drift, soften, and sleep